Okay, I'm doing a YouTube video blog about school again. Some of you may be shaking a boot like this. Oh, if I getting COVID and all that, no. But be a little safer than that. This will prevent you from getting coronavirus. If you don't want corona, you better wear PPE. Now, the two form that non-medical PPE. That's one I wear every day. This one here, it's a medical PPE. As you know, you might be getting these when you go to school. Or it could be wearing a disposable one like I'm going to wear. But demonstrate how to put on a PPE. You got to make sure it's doing this here. And this. And that. There. So make sure the PPE covers your mouth, nose, and face at all times. If somebody goes, shoo in your face, guess what? You're not gonna get corona. So if you want, this is what you have to wear when you go to school. Okay, some universities will be opening up on September. McMaster, you won't not be quite yet, but honestly, I'm going to be honest about it, and I'm going to take the PPE off. It's a bit uncomfortable to do this, but I'm showing this to you. That is very important. Of course, kids going to school by school bus. That can be a little tricky. When you get on that school bus going to school for the first time in September, take a good look around your bus, be familiar with surroundings inside that school bus too. Also, be more familiar with the seating in the bus. Why I say that? There's a reason why I want you to say that. If you're familiar with the seating in the school bus, for example, you get on a bus and you got a red X on that seat, don't sit there. It might say seat closed, a red X. Or in some cases, some school bus company may take the seat out altogether. And now you only sit on those seats that are there. Yeah, like by taking one out, or something like that. May do that. Or another trick is, if you get on a seat and you got only one person allowed on that per seat in that bus, not two in a seat, guess what? The best thing to do is put your school bag beside you on the seat. Prevent somebody else from sitting there, because they can't sit there. And they're going to have to go on a seat and do so, because that can save your life. I do that too sometimes. I'll put my bag in a seat that had the X on me, just so somebody can't sit there. And that also prevents the spread. No matter how you look at it, how you feel, what is more important? Preventing the spread of coronavirus? Or getting sick? Ending up on a respirator? Missing your school year because you couldn't get the education? Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to end up on a respirator. It's important to wear a PPE. Now, going to school can be very terrifying, especially going to kindergarten. That first time you're away from a mommy, going to kindergarten. You're going to go there and you're going to learn, and also learn the basic things. And when you go into other grades, like grade 1, 2, 3, 4, elementary school, kids get older, they're going to bully. You're going to meet ladies. You got to be careful. But sooner or later, when coronavirus is done with, you should always keep in mind, coronavirus are always going to be here. Like a Spanish flu, the pandemic, a Spanish flu pandemic killed so many people. It's still around, but it's not, going to be. It will kill people. Yeah, coronavirus is even worse. So I'm telling you right now, if you go to a school or if you go somewhere, I want you to be very cautious there. I don't want you to sit there and listen. Another important thing, listen to your teachers in the classroom. Your teachers are the most important person in that classroom. It's the teacher itself. What if the teacher wants you to write a note after film, you write a note after film. And if you give you homework assignment, you have to write with pen. You do it with pen. If you give it to you on a computer, yes. Honestly, when I went to school, we didn't have computers. We didn't have smartphones. We didn't have YouTube. It wasn't YouTube. That's a thing of the future. You know, we didn't have Google Maps. We didn't have this Street View. You know, that was the future. Well, today, what we got today, the future today. Now, think about it. We didn't have all this stuff. It was reading, writing, and arithmetic. That's what it was. But no more, no less. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. That's what it was in school. You think it got any better? It's still yes and no. School got better maybe the advent of a computer. The advent of this. But also, we didn't have like those things. I didn't have it went to school. When I graduated to high school, I had a computer came along quite a few years later. I had to learn how to use a computer. I never learned in school. See, I had to learn that when I was in my mid-20s, late 20s. I learned how to use a computer. In my late 30s, I learned how to use a computer. I learned on my own. From trial, making mistakes, seeing viruses. Over time, I learned quite a lot. You know, we didn't have Xbox to go. Now we do. We didn't have. We had cable, 12-channel TV. That's all you got. It was nothing more, nothing less than 60s. You know, my God, we came a long ways. But still, we got one little bug, one little microorganism called coronavirus. Well, it's sort of putting us back into the old ages again. Like, I had no problem with that, but matter of fact, honestly, I don't want to go there. Time-wise, I would do that, you know. I could if I wanted to, you know, but I wouldn't do it, you know. That doesn't mean the time travel, yeah, I would do it, but the bomb is, what I use in YouTube today could change the future. So, do you want to change the future? No. Would I want to change it? No. When I went back and I told a coronavirus, they would say, you throw me in the hospital, pass. They say that today, nothing more, nothing less. Well, anyway, so that's how long and far we came. Well, I'm going to be on a little bit about this myself. Number one, going to school, you're going to get your education. The education is the most important part. Because tomorrow, the future, what you do today, and the future, what you make it today. Your future, what you do today. What happened today will become yesterday. And yesterday will come today, basically. So put a line in terms this, way I'm saying this is because if you want to, think about this, think about it now, because when you go to school, you will learn. You get an education. And, people like me pay you guys go to elementary school. You should be lucky going to school. There's some places in the world where we're forbidden for kids to go to school. It's totally forbidden. Where kids can't go to school because it's forbidden. You get killed if you got caught going to school. In some far eastern countries, that's very true to very day. Now, grateful we can, and that's important. Going to school, you learn education. You get an education. You could be the next big researcher. It could be another virus come along. 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line, another virus could come along. And you know what? you'd be sitting in a lab, sitting there, and thinking, well, I remember somebody on YouTube, over 50 years ago on S1087 said, about coronavirus, and about, well, what scientist used that, and now we have this virus, triple X, virus X, you know what it is. Let's, try a coronavirus vaccine. And you go, oh my God, it works, You kill this virus, and all of a sudden they realize they're dealing with corona in the future, but then again, it was not, that too. So just remember that one in the future. There could be a virus, but you could be a key to unlock it. To unlock its secret, to kill it, dead. Because, people in that generation will they learn how to kill it, and they will know more about it, Because we know more about it. Matter of fact, coronavirus now, we know more. We know more about coronavirus and how it spreads, and how to stop it, and how to see if dead in the track. There's even a vaccine out there, but unfortunately, it's the governments that don't want you to have it. The reason why? I'll tell you why. Number one is they don't know if it's going to work, and if it does, it worked, but you know what? It could be lethal too. So remember, get your education, go to school, and do not play hooky. Saying, well, you may go to elementary school in Ontario. A lot of them are not very pretty inside. They got a lot of deterioration inside because the school board do not have a lot of money to keep them up, yet alone. And some people get real frustrated. Why should you go to school? Now, going to school is more important than anything. Because when you leave high school, you go to first year of university, that's going to be even more terrifying for you, because you'll be like this again, shaking their boots a little bit. And then you'll be going into a classroom, lecture, be listening to professor, talking to whiteboard about something, about how to stop spreads of viruses, stuff like that. Boom. And then talk about coronavirus. Then you can look back on this, if you can remember it. Somebody did just remember, I remember going to elementary school, I had to wear PPE because of coronavirus. Boom. You know what? The professor can look at you and say, well, you were from that time, yep. Now in this time, Anyways, for you, just think of it, when you get to first year of university, it can be terrifying for you. They're going to be welcome week, can be just there, look can be nice. You can learn from Welcome Week, but also you have to be careful during Welcome Week, because there's students that will do all kinds of hazing stuff with their attorney, get you in. One will say, well, worst thing is, they would say this one, let's suppose that you go and you get into your fraternity, in your college fraternity, or your dorm room campus. Other students will say, hey, let's go drinking tonight. Let's go down to the bar in the corner and get let's go to Kelsey. So loads of drinks. And they go, what? And they go, and stand up, fat on their face. And next thing you know, then they wake up in the holding cell downtown. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no, what have I done? Or worse, party Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then Tuesday, oh no, what have I done? That's not the way to go for university. Welcome Week, that's what happened in Welcome Week. But you know what? If you be careful, you do your education proper, you can be the next scientist to crack the next virus. And also, by that time, maybe coronavirus will be put on ice once and for all by the time we get there. Anyway, blog over. Be safe. Ride safe on the school bus. Get your education. Remember, listen to your teachers, instructors, professors. They are the most important people you're ever going to meet in your life. Listen to them. Be safe.